All right, we got a whole bunch of new videos, and we're going to be doing the week of November 9th through the 16th. No, we have the 10th through the 16th. Something like that. Second week in November. We're going to be doing 10th through the 16th. And I got a wobbly light here, and it's going to keep flickering, so we're going to do that real quick. Going to be doing your astrology, your numerology, tarot for all 12 signs. You got to click. You have to click because you want to do this every single week. You know it's good. Everybody knows it's good. Go put in the comments down below who you are, what your sun sign is. So this is for sun and for rising signs. Now, if you don't know your rising sign, go ahead. It's super quick. You just got to go on one of those little, one of those little apps or one of those little things and put in your birth date and time, and that will tell you your rising sign. But in the meantime, everybody knows their sun sign. That's why we're using astrology to help. We're not going to blame the stars for all the shit you do. We're going to use it to make the week better. So this is for a second full week of November. What would that be? Would that be the 9th, the 10th? I think I'm doing Monday to Sunday. So we do 10th to the 16th. Am I correct? Oh, let me know down below. It's 10th through the 16th of November 2025. And I'm going to start. I go in order, and I'm going to put the timestamps down below. People seem to like that last time. It takes me a hot minute, but we're going to do Aries first. Aries and Aries rising. First your tarot, then your numerology. First your tarot, then your astrology, then your numerology. La, 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 la. Wisdom. Okay, so you had to spend. Okay, so there's going to be some money spent, but you're going to have money coming back in also. Okay, so that is super duper good. So I think at the beginning of the week, you're going to be feeling yourself. You're going to go like, hey, I got everything together. I'm doing really good. This light is bugging the crap out of me. Hold on. Let me see if I can, nope, wrong one. Okay. We're going to do warm lighting. It's kind of like twitching. I don't know if you can feel that. I don't know if you can see that. We're going to do warm lighting. Maybe it's going out. I don't know. Okay. So Aries, you're going to be feeling yourself in the beginning of the week. You're going to feel really, really good about yourself. You do have to spend money middle of the week, but again, you're going to have some knowledge come in and you're going to have some more money come in. So if you have to spend in the beginning of the week, Aries, don't freak out because toward the end of the week, things get better. And then by the weekend, you make a decision about something. Let's see what you make this decision about. There's something on your head that you're not sure which way you're going to go. So let's see. 8th house, this could be a job. This could be a job, but it could also be travel. So you literally have Mercury in Virgo, which Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So you have like some very fast moving stuff that you have to analyze. Things are going to come at you fast and furious. You're going to have to analyze it. And this is 8th house. This can be long trips, or this can be contracts. This can be things to do with so 7th house is partnership. 8th house is like other people's resources. So it's kind of like, think of it that way. So this could be a job offer that comes in fast and furious. This could be a Virgo person or a Mercury ruled person that's also Gemini that you need to discuss things with. But you're going to be really you're going to be putting some roots down. You're going to be making some decisions, which I think recently has been hard for you because things have been so up in the air, Aries. So let's see what your numerology says. We're going to put those aside because they flipped out. We'll put them back in later. Let's see what your numerology is for the week, and that'll give you kind of your theme to go through the week. 47, the thinking woman. So yeah, this is somebody, again, you had a Mercury Virgo, which a Virgo female is a thinking woman. So either that's you or that's somebody in your life is going to come up. And this is 4 and 7. So this is stability and ultimate happiness. So there may be a Virgo woman. I'm a Virgo woman. Maybe Aries. Maybe the cards are telling you need to get a reading with me, which you absolutely do. If you go down below, there is a definite way to get a hold of me that we can do a private reading for you. And that way I can go over dates, times. I can tell you exactly when relationships are going to happen, when somebody's going to call, when even when an employer is going to call, anything like that. So you definitely want to get a reading, a private reading. This is just a general reading. So Aries, yeah, you got some big movement. I would say this mostly has to do with your finances, and you may have to discuss something. You may have to make a very big decision, but you're going to make the right one. We're going to move right into Taurus. Taurus, look at you. First thing is love. Love comes back. Reconciliation, but it's not what you're thinking. You're going to spend a lot of money this week, Taurus. Taurus, this is like you're ruled by Venus, and this is such a Venus reading. So love comes in, love comes back. Something comes back. But toward the end of the week, you are going to spend a whole bunch of money. So If this is an ex, if this is somebody coming back into your life, make sure you're not giving them any money, okay? Don't give people money. Yeah, you have, yeah, exactly. Ninth house. Ninth house is not always good stuff. Ninth house is some stuff going on behind the scenes, and you do have Saturn. Saturn is ruled by Satan, okay? Saturn is a very harsh planet, okay? So you do have some harsh stuff going on, and you absolutely do have this Pisces here. So that's an emotional thing. Taurus and Pisces aren't always the best. You are a sextile to Pisces, so sometimes it can be supportive, but sometimes not. So what I really want you to do is when this person comes back into your life, Taurus, I want you to really, really, really listen to what they're saying, because it seems like this person might be trying to take you for a bit of a ride. Okay, be careful. Just be super careful. And if you spend money, well, Taurus, I can't even tell you if you spend money, because you're going to spend money if you want to. So just make sure you're getting something out of it. Yeah, Angel of Balance, exactly what I was just saying. If this person comes back in, I got to turn this light off. It is flickering like crazy, and it's driving me nuts. Oh, I turned the wrong one off. Hold on. Woo. If it's driving me nuts, it's got to be driving me nuts. Okay, so we're going to have some atmospheric lighting right now. So Angel of Balance, it is definitely this person coming back in. Make sure if you're giving, you're getting. Don't be one-sided. Business or buying something, if you're going to spend a whole bunch of money, make sure you're getting your money's worth, okay? That's the big thing, Taurus. Okay, let's see for Gemini. For the second full week of November, from the 10th to the 16th. Let's see what's going on for Gemini and Gemini rising. Uh-oh. Okay, no, things are okay. Okay, things are bad. Okay, things are good. I read them. I just immediately start reading, and I'm like, I got to stop doing that. I got to hold my little tongue. So, might have some disruptions on Monday. You might see some things you don't want to see, or somebody might fight with you. There's going to be some kind of disruption or some kind of like, what the fudge, what the is going on. Somebody might even anger you. Just let it go, because then by the middle of the week, things get a lot better. Things get more stabilized. You can even like make up with that person, or things could get so much better you don't even remember it. Now, toward the end of the week and the weekend, we're looking at you're going to be having some kind of family event, or you're going to have some kind of big event. It could be like all of your people from work, could be all of your friends, but it's going to be a big gathering. It's not just going to be like one or two. Or there could be a family member that needs you. This can be cousins. This can be if you've had a best friend for 17 years, I consider that family. They might need you for something. And then toward the end of the week, there's got to be something that pops up. Don't forget, we are in Mercury retrograde. It's not always a bad thing, Mercury retrograde. A lot of times it is to put things to bed. It is old stuff pops up. You know, it's so funny. I crochet. I'm a crocheter, which you can tell by my super long nails. Okay, but the thing is, like, in Mercury retrograde is when I finish my works in progress. So if I have things that I worked on and put aside and start a new project, if you knit or crochet, you know what I'm talking about, or sew, or do anything, or write, you work on something, you kind of put it away for a little bit. Mercury retrograde is when I always finish those projects. I pull them out of the woodwork and I go, oh yeah, and I get them done. So that's kind of like what I see for your weekend. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, a Mercury retrograde, but it does, because Gemini, you are ruled by Mercury. You're like me, you're a Virgo. So communication, you do things on the quick. Mercury retrograde hits you different. I'm a Virgo. Mercury retrograde, people are like, oh, I lose money on Mercury retrograde. I make money on Mercury retrograde. It doesn't have to be bad. Just know that. And this shows here in the 12th house. You have Libra in the 12th house. So that is literally saying you need to find balance in things ending. What did we just say? And you have Mars there, which means you're going to take a lot of action in finding that balance. I think this is honestly a week of you tying up loose ends. And that could be contractually. That could be crochet works and project. It could be fights or friendships coming back into the realm, and you got to kind of deal with it. Let's see what your numerology is for the week, Gemini. 3, blossoming abundance. Yeah. And that's, we see this money card here with, it's either going to be a family, it's going to be a party, it's going to be somebody in need. You have good abundance, and you have 3, which also is that balance. It's that scales. Okay. So I think you're going to be fine. I would just finish projects. That's what I would, if I was Gemini, that's what I would focus on. So we're going to move right into Cancer. And please do not forget, you definitely want to hit subscribe. You definitely want to get a reading with me. I have all kinds. I have where we get on the phone, which is the one that you want because we can go over your exact dates and times of when shit is going to pop up in your life. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed, okay? But I have text readings and I have you can either get a quick text, which is just like a yes, no, like is this person going to call me? Or I have like one that's set up like this, okay? Or we can get on the phone. If I get you on the phone, we can get a lot of stuff done. Cancer, you're going to have to fight a whole bunch of battles this week. You're going to be exhausted. I'm just going to tell you right now, you're going to be freaking exhausted. You're going to be super tired. You're going to be like, what is this week? I don't even get it. It's not going to be as insane as last week, and it's going to be much calmer than next week. I will tell you that because I already looked at your astrology. But it's going to be go, 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 go. You're going to be busier than you have been in a while. And you're going to be putting out fires. Literally, this 5 of Swords is this guy, his house is on fire. Well, there's intruders out in front of his house, and he goes to fight the intruders off, and when he turns around, his house is on fire. It's like, you can't win for losing, okay? It's one of those kind of days where it's just like, I just can't get everything done. That's totally fine. That's going to be middle of the week. Toward the end of the week, you're going to feel more alone. You're going to, and not in a bad way, you're going to feel like putting on a fuzzy sweater and putting on a Lifetime movie and, listening to Mariah Carey Christmas songs. You're going to be very chill by the end of the week. It's going to be, fourth house. You have fourth house in Aries here, and you also have a Neptune. I'm going to tell you something. If you need to decorate, if you decorate for the holidays, do it this week. I know. You're like, it's not even Thanksgiving yet. Do it this week. Gemini, I'm telling you, trust me on this. Do it this week. This is like airy-fairy, weird, but also wanting to move ahead and do things quickly. You're going to have energy this week, especially for home projects that you will not have. Thanksgiving is probably going to wipe you out. So if you got to get stuff done, if you got to decorate, if you got to pull the tree out of the attic, if you got to go to Hobby Lobby, do it this week. Don't fuck around on that one. I'm telling you, listen to me because you're going to come back in 2 weeks because you're going to subscribe and you're going to go, I should have listened. Okay. Do it this week. Even if you get stuff like ready this week. Okay. Even if you pull the boxes out, put them in the garage, get them staged and ready to go. You're going to be thankful. Door to romance. I mean, so you have this, romance card here that's upside down. So it could be somebody that is not making you happy right now, ends up making you happy, or somebody that's making you happy right now later on toward the weekend is a little bit disappointing. I would not give it too much thought. Your week is much more about getting things accomplished. That's what you need to do this week. Don't worry about love life. You got plenty of time for that. Let's go right into a Leo, our second fire sign. What is Leo doing for the second week of November? You got 2 cards here, so I'm going to put these off to the side. I'll put them back in later. Okay, Leo, not feeling great this week. Leo, what's up with you? You need your friends. I'm just going to say this, don't get mad. I just tell you the truth. That's why you need to get a reading with me, because I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth. Did you piss somebody off, Leo? It's almost like I'm just going to be blunt. Don't get mad. I'm just going to be blunt. You're a Leo. You can maybe handle it. I don't know. You're feeling a little schmoopy. You're feeling a little like down on yourself right now, I think, because the holidays are coming and things are not like you thought they might be. But. You do have friends, but it's almost like don't be a taker. Don't be a taker right now. I think it's like when you don't feel good about yourself, you might not be as empathetic to your friends. They might be going through something too. But when you're going through something, you're feeling yours and you're not noticing that they're having a hard time. Okay. So this week you might feel like my friends don't care about me. It's not that they don't care about you. It's just they're going through something also. So I want you to, it's kind of like the whole thing. Like, I was so upset that I didn't have any shoes until I saw a man with no feet. That's kind of your week. I think you need to like be a little more grateful for the things you do have and don't look at what you're not getting. You might kind of trip yourself up by worrying about what you don't have. That would fuck you up pretty good. So 11th house, which is all about other people. And you do have this in the North Node, which is all about, being a little too much in your head, being a little too much like, intellectualizing things. And then you have this in Scorpio, which again is like being very surface, being very like, this sweater's gorgeous and my hair looks perfect or it doesn't look perfect, like very, very intense. Okay. So don't be so intense with other people. Leo, I know that's really hard to say. I do. I love Leos. Don't think I'm picking on you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. For the second full week of November, don't be super duper duper intense. Kind of work. I would work on your empathy and I would work on your listening skills this week with other people. And it's going to get you further. Here's the thing. It's not for nothing. Okay. Such an East Coast thing to say. It's not for nothing, but you're doing it. Are you still going to get something in return? Yes. It might be later down the road, but the more you work on being empathetic this week, the more it's going to pay off later. It's going to feel weird, but it's something to work on. Yeah. The temple path. This is like the path to enlightenment. This is that whole thing of like, care about others as you would care about yourself. So, be a little bit more spiritual this week, kind of rise above. Don't be so in your feels, and don't be, be more empathetic. That's the nicest way I can put it. Virgo, I hate doing Virgo because I'm a Virgo and I always get scared shitless. I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen? So this week, let's see. Oh, work comes riding in. That's nice. More work. Oh, tired Wednesday. Okay, let's see. Happy. Okay, let's see. So, okay, Virgo, whew, we got off easy. Our week is all about work. We love work. We rule the sixth house. The sixth house is health and service. So we have the second house is finance. The sixth house, it forms like a triangle. Okay, we skip 4 houses. The sixth house is doing the actual service, so doing the actual physical labor. And then the 10th house, skip 4 houses to make a triangle, right? So like, the 10th house is career. So that's almost like the title. That's like the job. The second house is the cash. The 6th house is the physical labor. Okay. So work all week. Looks like middle of the week, we might have a little like maybe not feel so good. Maybe feel a little down. Maybe feel a little like overwhelmed. A Virgo's feeling overwhelmed? Never. But then the happiness comes in at the end of the week. It looks like we're spending money at the end of the week, okay? Which if you're a tightwad Virgo like me, that means you must have extra money, okay? Yeah, Virgo in the 5th house. Oh my God, with South Node. Okay, so what is this all about? Virgo in the 5th house. That's games, that's playing, that's sex, that's like date night. It's not partnership, it's not marriage. 7th house. And 7th house can be partners, like work partners, or it can be life partners. 5th house is fun and like sexy and like, dating and, everything. It can be games, it can be children, it can be creativity. So this is actually a pretty good week. So we are in the 5th house. So we're in that house of a lot of stuff going on, a lot of passion, a lot of things going on. And especially this being in the Ketu, which is the South Node, this is about being in the body, not being so much in our heads. We can get stuck in our heads, Virgos. Okay. Being more in the body, which makes sense with all this work going on. We have to be busy. We have to be busy or we start to go mad. Okay. Let's see what the numerology is. Journey. And this is a 2. So this can be with your person, or this can be in that partnership, that 5th house thing that we're talking about. That it could be a fun and games partnership. Okay. Ready Player 1, Ready Player 2. Or it could be in a situationship you might be having. It could be in a dating relationship. Anything, could be sports, but it looks like you're going to be going on a journey this week. And the journey looks work related, service related, fun and games related. So we got off easy. Thank God, Virgo. So it's going to be a pretty good week. Again, I looked at the astrology before I got on. Last week, the first full week of November was insane. And the third week, this week of, what would be the 16th, 17th is going to be absolutely insane. We're doing the 10th through the 16th. Depending on how you start your week, we're going right into Libra. Depending how you start your week, everybody's a little different on if they start on the Sunday or the Monday. So let's see. You're going to be full of like parties. Do you have parties right now, Libra? Party. Monday may be a little blah, but like it's Monday. Who cares? It's whatever. It's almost over by the time I post this. Then you're going to be invited out. You're going to and you're going to feel like the star of the show. If you get invited out to do stuff, Libra, go. And here's the thing about Libra. Libras love to party. Libras love to party. But, big but, they definitely need chill time. They definitely need downtime. So, oh, I got almost the same stuff here. Let me do this again because I was talking. I would go. Yeah, I don't even think you're going to need downtime. I think you're going to go from party to party to party. I would get your pre-Thanksgiving on, really. If you get invited to anything, go. Even if it's the opening of an envelope, just go. Art gallery, go. Somebody wants to show you their new dog, go. It looks like a really happy up week for you. Again, don't forget, we are having this situation where we're in between two crazy weeks astrologically. This is kind of like the rest week. So any fun you can have it, because I don't know what next week is going to bring. Fourth house, which is your emotional foundation, it's your physical foundation, it's your actual home. But we have that in Mercury, which is like going fast, doing things. And we have Aquarius. You're going to get unexpectedly invited out of your home or into somebody else's home, or you're going to unexpectedly invite people over. There's going to be a lot of unexpected invitations, if I could talk. So, let's see what your numerology is for this week. We're like buzzing through this. Door to spirit, yeah, and you have a 3-2, which is a 5. That's kind of like the Virgo thing. It's fun and games. In and out the door. You're going to be in and out the door all week long. Choo, 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 choo. Kind of like my puppies. As soon as they go out, they want to come in. As soon as they're in, they want to come out. You're going to be doing that, but it's going to be with parties. It's going to be with seeing friends. It's going to be going to events. So you're going to have a great week, Libra. There's nothing else I can tell you except that you definitely need to get a reading with me. Go right down below or text me directly at my phone number, 484-634-0435. I will hook you up. I will give you the best reading. I'll tell you what days to go to the parties, what to wear, who you're going to meet, all that good stuff. If you have relationship stuff, which Libra, I know you do because you're ruled by Venus. If you have what's it called? Situationship stuff going on, I will definitely tell you who's who, what's what, give you the lowdown before you even get in any bad situations. So you want to get a reading with me, I can tell you dates and times. We're going right into Scorpio though, and we are in Scorpio season right now. So love coming in, love, 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 things going fast. You, just like Libra, you have a really great week, except yours is based around love. You have like a new love coming in, or you have some kind of like, or you're being very loving. There's going to be a lot of generosity. Things are going to go very fast midweek. Just things fast, 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 fast. If you meet somebody new, you're probably going to be together in some kind of significant way by the middle of the week. If you're wanting to speed up your relationship, it's going to speed up very quickly in the middle of the week. Toward the end of the week, you get lots of offers. Again, this is of love. This is of really good things. And you have a very peaceful weekend. Scorpio, that's fabulous. I mean, offers, fabulousness. I don't see anything wrong here. Let's see what your numerology is. 11th house, other people, but you do have Mars. You're ruled by Mars. So you have two rulers because you're certain. So we had the original 5 planets, and that's what everybody was ruled by. And then when we found the other planets, some of the zodiac signs got extra planets. So one of the planets that rules you is Mars, the old system. So you're ruled by Mars, and you have this in Scorpio. So you have 11th house, which is other people's stuff, which is what all this lovey relationship is, are going to be moving fast in your own sign. So this is just, everything is going to feel like it's clicking this week, and it's going very, very, very quickly. So you're going to feel good about that because I think you like the quickness, but I want you to make sure that you stop and enjoy it, because it might go by so fast, and you're going to wake up on the 17th and go, damn it, I should have slowed down and enjoyed that. So listen to me when I'm telling you, slow down and enjoy it. Broken heart, but it was upside down, so we're not going to worry about it. We're going to pull another card. Indecision, yeah. These are love. These are both love cards. I don't think you're going to have a broken heart this week. I think you're going to have a fun heart this week. And it was upside down, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. But what I do think is going to happen is, if you meet somebody new, I would not like do the oh, we're definitely together after like 5 minutes, because I think you might want to get to know them first. There is going to be some things I would not maybe commit to anything this week. And that includes contracts. That includes new jobs, get out there. have fun, do all that stuff, meet new people or be with new people, but I wouldn't lock it down quite yet. Okay, so let's see. We're in, I gotta think. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, mended heart. Uh-oh, what is this? Were you manifesting something, Sagittarius? Were you oh, okay, I see what you're, okay, I see what you're manifesting. I don't know if there was some kind of like, person at a distance or a person that you were distant from, and you felt like things have not been very fair. You're going to be like, this is your week of either getting even or getting justice. Whichever way you want to look at that, I don't really care. You are working more in your manifesting, or if you haven't been, that's going to come up more in the middle of the week. You're going to realize that your thoughts are actually creating the stuff that is happening to you. You're not a victim of circumstance. You are actually co-creating all the crap that happens to you, good and bad. So I do see that, but there is a lot of love stuff that comes in. So also there either could be your love interest comes back and you feel loved, or there might be a new love interest coming in, because I do see you having some sexual attraction at the end of the week as well. Going into the weekend, you're going to have some extra money. So if money has been an issue, Sagittarius, this week is going to be hitting on all cylinders. Don't forget, you are ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter just went back into Taurus. It had been in Gemini for a few months. So it was not doing great in Gemini, for me personally. So some people will say it does better in Gemini. Some people will say it does better in Taurus, depending on how it hits your chart. Let's put it that way. Like for me, as soon as Jupiter went into Taurus, I was like, oh my God, my life is so much better. So I had a rough couple months with it in Gemini. You may not have, but if the past couple months has been shitty for you, Sagittarius, that's because your ruler was in Gemini. Again, I would have to look at your whole entire chart to tell you specifically, which I would love to do. Please go right down below. Go ahead and text that phone number 484-634-0435. I am up 24 hours a day. Just text me and say, hey, I saw you on YouTube. What the hell is this all about? And we can do a reading. If I get you on the phone, I can do your numerology, your astrology, your everything, and tell you exact dates and times when stuff will happen. But then I can look and see if Jupiter in Taurus is better for you or Jupiter in Gemini. But it doesn't matter. We're in Taurus. We're going to be in Taurus into 2026. So, seventh house. Yeah, this is house of partnerships, and you do have it in Gemini and the sun. So what that is saying is you are in your relationship learning how to be a new person. This is a more significant relationship. So if you are single, think of your significant friendships, even your work relationships. If you are with somebody, if you have a significant other, SP, a specific person, you're going to look at that and go, I need to show up a different way in this relationship, whether it's to get your needs met or to get more respect or to, whatever it is, you're like, I need to be a different person. Storm warning. I think this week is actually going to be the best week for you. Now, next week, we're all having a rough week. It's not even a rough week. It's going to be a busy week. There are so many transits next week. It is just like, there is like 5 transits a day, every day next week. So things can't help but to be chaotic next week. So this is storm warning. You don't have a storm yet. Again, like I'm telling everybody else, I would really, really, really enjoy your time this week. That would be a big thing I would work on. Tie up loose ends too. If there's stuff you were supposed to get done, like stuff that you had time to do in like August, September, October, which is when Gemini Jupiter was in Gemini, your ruling sign, your ruling planet, I should say. There was stuff you were supposed to get done and you put it off. I guarantee you did. This is now the time to get it done. I would not go too far into Jupiter and Taurus with those loose ends. If you were supposed to meet with somebody, if you're supposed to sign paperwork, if you were supposed to take care of something, do it now. Please, 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 please. We have these planets. They help us get things done. We got to stop blaming them for our issues and for our own, I don't want to do that. So let's go into Capricorn. Capricorn, good week for you. Maybe not in the lovers. Okay. Uh-oh. Wow. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. No, I'm not telling the truth. Capricorn, this is going to be a challenge week. So it's going to start out pretty good. Then I think you may have some issues with your person, with your SP. You may feel stabbed in the back. You may feel lied to, treated not good. Or you may find something out. You might find something out. Now, I'm going to tell you something. If you find out gossip, I wouldn't necessarily believe it. Not necessarily. Could it be true? Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Absolutely. But there is something here that is like not 100%. I don't 100% believe a third person or a third party. Let's put it that way. You're going to really want to cocoon at the end of the week. And again, we have a Saturn Neptune for like everybody right now. That could be making you feel a little cuckoo. Yeah, 10th house, you're gonna have some career changes, but you're gonna be feeling very emotional, especially about your title. Like, what am I? What am I in the world? This is my job title, this is my title in this relationship, but who am I? What am I? You're gonna be questioning a lot of that this week. You're gonna be feeling there's gonna be an emotional week. Capricorn, I hope you don't rust. And I say that with love. I love Capricorn so much. But it's one of those things. It's one of those things where you're like, it's going to be really emotional, which is going to be draining. Let's put it that way. Let's see what your numerology is for the week. Yeah, the world. And if we see the world is in this looks like the moon, even though this is obviously somebody looking at Earth, right? But if you look at the moon card, which is somewhere in here, if you know what the moon card looks like in tarot, it looks almost the same. That is a card of like depression. That is a card of like thinking. It's going into the underworld. It's going into like, and what is the moon? The moon is always our emotions. It's always bringing the past into the present. That's what the moon is. So it's going to be a heavy thinking week for you, Capricorn. I can't put it any other way. I'm not going to sugarcoat it with you because you don't like that anyway. So it's going to be a heavy week. Not a bad week. I don't see anything bad happening. I don't see a breakup. I don't see like you losing money, anything like that. Let's go right into Aquarius. Moving forward, money for you. Okay, you're like on a whole new bender. You are just like sick of the old story, sick of the old character. You're like, I'm shedding my clothes. I'm going to be new. I'm going to do new stuff. New. You're going to be kind of forceful in the middle of the week, and you might even be spending a whole bunch of money toward the end of the week. I see travel for you for this weekend. So if you get invited to go do something, go off, do it. 6th house, you might need to worry about your health though. There's something going on. There is definitely something going on with your body and your health. There's something deeper going on than you know. There's a deeper issue. So deeper issue could be like, oh, you think you have back pain, but you actually have like a pinched nerve. Or you think like you're getting dizzy, but you're actually like, pre-diabetic. It's stuff like that. There's something going on where you think, oh, it's just this, but it's actually that. I had a friend of mine who had thought he had an earache, thought he had an earache, thought he had an earache, thought he had an earache. No, turned out to be he had a bacteria that was eating into his brain. Now, is it that bad? No, I don't think it's that bad. But what I'm saying is watch your health, because I think or you might have a little cough, but it's not a little cough. You actually have pneumonia. You have walking pneumonia. You don't even know it. There's something like that going on. So I want you to be very, very, very careful. I know you want to go have fun this weekend, and I want you to go have fun too, because it looks like you're like new year, new me. Even though it's November, you're like, I'm going to be completely new and be kicking ass. But if there is a health issue that you're even possibly thinking you could have, I want you to get it checked out. But it looks like toward the end of the week, you do have some fun. So that is fantastic. Let's see what your numerology is for the week, Aquarius. Financial constraints. I mean, I do see you spending money here, but this financial constraints, you might want to double check your bank balance before you go off and you have fun with friends. Okay. So let's just put it that way. That doesn't come up for no reason. And it's kind of like what we saw with the astrology. It's like a hidden issue. It's like a hidden issue. Okay, let's go into your very last person of the Zodiac, which is Pisces. You bring up, you are save the best for last. Wow, all the aces. Wow. Okay, Ace of Swords, stuff going on. Ace of Clubs, Ace of Cups. How do you have all the aces? You have 4 aces. If this was poker, you would win. You would take the jackpot. You see me shuffle. You see me shuffle on camera. I'm not like, no cuts, no edits here. Oh my God. Okay. Wow, Pisces. Save the best for last, literally. Okay. Ace of Swords. Big things, big changes, big decisions to make. Ace of Cups. Big work stuff. Work stuff is becoming, you're going to have to make a decision. And I think you're going to have to make a decision between work or fun. Work or fun. You might, and you're that Pisces. You're the double fishes. Okay. You do have some big love stuff and some big money stuff coming up. I'm actually going to pull you a couple extra cards because the aces are just telling me everything's important this week. Yeah, I think you're feeling not important. I think you're feeling yeah, it looks like you're confused and you're feeling like not important, like everybody else is important, and like you don't even understand why like all this is becoming a thing. Like why you're like why would this person pick me for a job, or why would this person pick me for a relationship? You're almost feeling like smaller. You're making yourself small. Why do you do that? Don't do that to yourself. That's messed up. Yeah, you're overthinking. You really this is not the devil. It doesn't mean the devil's going to come get you. This is definitely you are put your limiting beliefs. You're having limiting beliefs. You're kind of feeling down on yourself for no freaking reason here. Let's see what your astrology says. Your astrology rolled everywhere. Let's try this again. Astrology for Pisces for the second full week of November. Still rolled everywhere. Okay, we're going to do this one more time. I think I have too many cards here. Let me make a little pit here. Let's see. And if you hear weird noises, my puppy is in the background snoring. 7th house, Libra, South Node. Yeah, you just need to find balance between you and other people. You're doing this whole and this can be with work, because we got work, we got love, we got money, we got everything. You're like, why are they picking me? Like, it's almost like you don't believe that somebody would want to be think that well of you. And this could be at work or this can be in love. You're questioning. There's self-doubt. There's so much self-doubt here, Pisces. No, 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 no. It's so good. It's really, really, really good. And you're stuck in your head. This can be a week that you actually get reborn and you go, no, I do kick ass. No, I am awesome. That's why everybody wants to be around me. This is a very good week for you. Yeah. There we go. Heart chakra. Heart chakra. That's where everything comes from. Everything comes from. Okay. What else do we have? You're getting extra cards. You're overthinking. This is definitely what this is. You are overthinking this week. Just go and have fun. Seriously, just Pisces, because you got so many aces. I'm going to pull some more cards for you. Okay. What should Pisces do this week instead of overthink about how wonderful they are? Yeah, go do some crafts. Go have some fun. Spend some money. It's just go to Vegas. Yeah, just have fun this week. Honestly, Pisces, you got the way, way, way best cards of the week. Oh, look at all these aces. Look at all of them. You're good to go. I mean, if you wanted to do anything this week, if you want to start a relationship, if you want to buy a car, if you wanted to write a book, you can't go wrong this week. So there you go. That is the reading for November. I got to do the dates, the 10th through the 16th. I think that's what it is, from Monday to Monday, second week of November. If you want a specific reading just for you, I can go over your numerology, your astrology, everything. All I need is your birth date. I can tell you dates and times when people and stuff are going to come in and out and stuff is going to happen, and we can make a whole entire plan. I do have a sale on Spellwork this week. So if you have been wanting to get Spellwork, it is my post-Halloween sale. I need you to either contact me right down below, 484-634-0435. Text me, don't call me. But if you want to spell, let me know down there. And I'm getting stuffed up. I don't know why I get stuffed up halfway through these readings. But if you want to get a spell, this is the week to do it. Post-Halloween sale, because I am cleaning. I literally, if you could see right over there, I am cleaning out. There is going to be a big moving sale. All sorts of stuff is popping off and happening over here. So you definitely want to get a spell this week. If you have been on the fence, if you're like, I need to get one, I can't afford one, I don't know what to do, this is the week. Get a hold of me. If we've never talked before, you get a 10-minute free consultation. I will go over stuff for you. I'll tell you what your options are. I'll tell you what I can do for you. We can look at some stuff. So get a reading. Definitely get a reading. Oh, I did the wrong ones. Definitely get a reading. Okay. Well, then we can see what's up. We can see what your blockages are, and I can help you out. Products. I have all sorts of stuff. Let me know. Just communicate with me. If you communicate with me, I'll make it so easy for you to either book a reading or get a spell or get a custom made product. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the TikToks, the Instagram, the Facebook, the blah, blah, blah.